In our last two sessions, we discussed a letter from a man whose wife constantly made comments about his driving. I helped him see that she was just using him to fill her emptiness, not primarily trying to hurt him. When we can remember that people who are behaving badly are drowning, it's difficult to stay angry at them. Now, back to the writer of the letter and the three choices we introduced. Live with it and like it, live with it and hate it, and leave it. Where we make a huge mistake, where you have made a mistake in your own mind, is when we believe that a fourth choice exists, which is to change or control the person whose behavior we don't like. Now, at the time, it seems to make so much sense, this fourth choice. After all, your wife is trying to control you, right? She's picking at you and criticizing you. So why shouldn't you be able to do something to stop her from annoying you? Makes perfect sense that you should be able to do that. But you can't, because the most important principle in every relationship is the law of choice, which states that all people have the right to choose what they say or do, even when we don't approve of their choices, even when they're stupid choices. The moment we start controlling other people, the results are disastrous. Nobody can learn, nobody can be loving, nobody can be happy. It's awful. Happiness absolutely depends on everyone making their own choices. So, let's talk about the choices you could make. First, you could try live with it and hate it. But you've already been doing that for years, haven't you? And you've already proven that that choice will never make either of you happy. So why keep making a choice that never works? You could make the choice to leave it. You could choose to leave your wife over this behavior. But it seems foolish to leave your marriage to get divorced over any issue before you've learned the principles that make a marriage work. That'd be kind of like abandoning your car on the side of the road because it didn't run when all you needed to do was fill it with gas. Most people leave their marriages claiming that they're impossible, not realizing that all they needed was a fill-up, so to speak, of real love. The third choice would be to live with this and like it. Now that might seem like a strange recommendation because you're probably thinking, are you kidding? What's to like? You're asking me to live with this woman nagging at me every minute and like it? What I'd like to do is buy her a muzzle. I understand. I'm not suggesting that what you live with and like is your wife's criticism. I'm suggesting that you make a commitment to learn an entirely different way of seeing her and yourself and your relationship, and that you learn to live with that and like that, the new way of seeing and living. And if you're willing to make that commitment, and if you stick with it, you will love that way of living. We'll talk about that in our next session.